Good day. It is Althea from the Bible in 1 Year. Today we spend time in Psalm 141. Let me pass by and safely escape. David had an urgent need for rescue. Therefore he turns to the only true God that can make a difference. He knows all the others are false gods and unable to address his needs. David prays, "Hear my voice," as if he say, "God, hear the tone in my voice, the urgency, the emotion." This call God into action. David carries on, "Let my prayer be counted as incense before you." In Revelations 5 verse 8 and Revelations 8 verse 3 and 4, we read that the prayers of God's people are brought before the throne in heaven by the elders in golden bowls full of fragrant incense. Therefore we can rest assured that God hears our prayers. David lifts his hand up as he prays as a symbol of his dependence on the Lord. In Hebrews 13 verse 15 we read, "Through him, therefore, let us at all times offer up to God a sacrifice of praise, which is the fruit of lips that thankfully acknowledge and confess and glorify his name." In verse 3 and 4, David directs his prayers to the need for himself to be pure. In prayer, he asks God to help him avoid three matters of concern. First, to guard over his own mouth, not wanting to fail and speak faultlessly. To guard over his heart, not wanting to fall for temptation. And lastly, let me not spend time with those who practice deeds of wickedness. Charles Spurgeon says, "The way the heart inclines to life soon tends. Evil things desire bring forth wicked practices. Unless the fountain of life is kept pure, the streams of life will soon be polluted." David submits himself to correction by the righteous in verse 5 to 7. He credits correction as kindness, as the best anointing, like excellent oil. The right attitude is to embrace correction. David knew that without God's protection, he was at the mercy of his wicked enemies. David Kusek says, "God will deal with the wicked who sets up snares for the righteous." David knows that it is not possible to see and know all the snares that the enemy set to destroy him. Therefore he turns to God that knows all things, to be his anchor and protection in verses 8 to 10. In the end, the prayer served David well. It was not in vain. David had first-hand experience as he falls victim to many snares in the past. But in the end, he steered clear of the plans of the enemy. In 2 Samuel 22 verse 20 to 22, David wrote, "He brought me out to the open place. He rescued me because he delighted in me. The Lord has dealt with me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands, he had rewarded me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and I have not acted wickedly against my God." We can learn from David not to strive to be free of sin, but rather to depend on the Lord's wisdom to recognize the snares of the enemy and his direction to steer clear of any temptation. The difficult part is not to say no to temptation. It is to seek, trust, and obey God's direction. May you learn to pray for your own protection and to depend on God for protection and guidance. May you also, just like David, pass by safely and escape from the danger of the wicked. May you be blessed. Goodbye.